Stop scrolling. Take a moment to dive into a story that changed the course of American history. Did you know Dred Scott's case wasn't just about him? It changed America forever. This landmark case is a cornerstone in the history of civil rights and justice in the United States. Dred Scott was an enslaved man who didn't just accept his fate. He dared to challenge the system, to stand up against the institution of slavery, and to fight for his freedom and the freedom of others. Born in Virginia, he was sold to a military doctor and moved to free territories. These territories were supposed to be places where slavery was not allowed, giving Scott a glimmer of hope for a different life. This is where his fight for freedom begins. Imagine the courage it took to stand up in a courtroom, knowing the odds were stacked against him. In 1846, Dred Scott sued for his freedom on the grounds that he had lived in free states. His argument was simple yet powerful. Living in a free state should make him a free man. And guess what? He initially won. The court agreed with him, and for a brief moment it seemed like justice had prevailed. But it didn't last long. The decision was overturned, and Scott found himself back in the clutches of slavery. The legal battle was far from over. His case went all the way to the Supreme Court, and in 1857, the infamous decision was made. This decision would go down in history as one of the most controversial and damaging rulings ever made by the court. The court ruled against him, saying African Americans couldn't be citizens. Ouch, right? This ruling meant that no person of African descent could claim U.S. citizenship, a devastating blow to the fight for equality. But here's the kicker. This decision fired up the abolitionist movement, galvanizing activists and ordinary citizens alike to fight even harder against the institution of slavery, pushing the nation closer to the Civil War. The Dred Scott decision highlighted the deep divisions within the country, making conflict almost inevitable. Scott's courage didn't just impact his life, it altered the course of history. His case became a symbol of the struggle for freedom and justice, inspiring countless others to continue the fight. So, the next time you hear about Dred Scott, remember, he wasn't just a plaintiff in a case. He was a man who stood up against an unjust system, a beacon of hope for future generations. He was a catalyst for change, a spark that ignited a nation. His bravery and determination set the stage for the monumental changes that would follow. Don't let his story be forgotten. It's a powerful reminder of the impact one person can have on the world. Like, share, and subscribe for more untold tales from history. Let's keep these important stories alive and continue to learn from them.